What's up, you guys? Nice to see you again. Today I'm gonna react to apparently what seems to be the best company in Korea to work with if you want to have a good working culture. The company is PUBG. I'm gonna react to a picture I found about their working culture and compare it with the standards of the working culture in Europe and specifically Scandinavia. Okay, so first one, every 4 years you get 2 more weeks of paid vacation. I guess this is a way to keep people at the same company, which is good because here in Sweden we seem to change workplace a lot, because for us it's a way to raise our salary, but I don't think we have something like that, but at all workplaces you have at least 30 days of paid vacation here, plus the public holidays. Every 5 years you get a present and more vacation. Well, most companies I work with in Scandinavia, you always get a gift on Christmas and Easter. I got really good quality earphones at one company, and but some companies just give you candy. 3. All Fridays, staff play PUBG together. That's cool. That's so cool. And very Swedish, actually. If you basically work at a good company, then they always have activities on Fridays, and if they don't, then at least they have, like, they always have some sort of activity room, like a hobby room or an area where you have your break, where you can play like ping pong, or you can play pool, or have a gym at the company most times. It's always good with activities from a Swedish point of view. We love activities after work. Every year all the people go overseas for the workshop. That's so cool. And actually some companies I work with had that similar thing. Had also that. But not all of them. And basically, if they have it in Sweden, you have to have certain title of the job. For example, the sales people will go for a business trip 2 times a year, workshop in another city in Korea. Wow. I mean, it's still a little bit common here, because most companies I've been in have some sort of like workshop, but it's basically just one day where you just sit and listen to people coming, and we talk about the future for the group and stuff. It's not so much fun in general. Any education related to work, the company will cover the cost. That's really good. At most companies in Sweden, they have already set educations that you can take within the company if you want to improve yourself. But I don't think we would pay if I want to do some sort of education somewhere else just to improve myself at the company. So I think in that way it's a little bit different. In a good way for Korea and PUBG. Online and phone education, English fee covered. Does that mean that they get is also some sort of course where they learn phone English and the fee is covered? If that is the case, then also good thing, of course. All these things so far are really good, but they are not extremely shocking to me as a European, because we have basically the same standards here. But from my experience working in Korea, this is definitely really good. And I think it's definitely the future. And I wish most companies would take care of their staff more in Korea. For some people, they pay half of the rent bills for housing. Wow. I know some companies who done that. I never experienced here in Sweden, but I know that, for example, we have some big companies like Scania who have their own apartments. So if they're hiring someone from really far away or from another country, they put them in their apartments, and I think they pay for some of the rent or even pay for all of the rent then, but I'm not so sure about it. But this is really good. And I also know that my brother is gonna work in another city in this autumn, and he actually are gonna get his housing for free from the company he's gonna work with. So I guess we have it, but it's not super common. I never experienced it. So this is really good. Big holidays and birthday will give you a coupon worth of money. Wow. I mean, if we would get a gift like that here in Sweden, it's mostly in when there's like a public holiday. For example, during Christmas, then maybe we will get like a movie ticket or something. So this is really good for even European standards. Like 100,000 won, gym fee, that's really good. Parking space for workers and commuting bus. If for example, Scania I know that they have a commuting bus, but it's not going like all around the city to pick people up. It basically goes from just one point to another. So if they have a commuting bus at PUBG that goes around all over the city to pick their co-workers up, that's really cool and insane. So I hope that is the case. Food for free, 3 meals a day. What? That is crazy. That's really crazy, even for Europe and Scandinavian perspective. I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that here. I think we always have to pay for our meal. That is really common actually here in Scandinavia. We always have fruit boxes everywhere filled with fruits. All companies basically have it, and they have candies on Friday. So big of a deal. But if you put this together with the 3 meals for free every day, then that's insane. What? Okay, so if you want to have a job at PUBG, in the application it says that you have to have played certain hours of PUBG, and it seems to be 2,000 hours of playing PUBG. What? But this is really good in that way, because I mean, why not? I mean, you have to, if you are gonna work there, then you have to have experience from that company, from what the company provides. So it makes so much sense to me actually. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. To conclude, to summarize this, I think that this is extremely good working standards for a Korean company, and even for Scandinavian standards. So this is really shocking, and I hope that this is the future for Korea. And if I would ever learn enough Korean to become, so I can make laws or something in Korea, then I would definitely make the working culture better and more towards this direction, because I want the best for Koreans. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.